Hello, welcome to our class today. Today, dumbbells are optional. I have 3 kilo dumbbells just to make this lower body work a little harder and work my arms. But if you do not have dumbbells, you don't need to hold anything. We're going to work our glutes and lower body today. Grab your dumbbells to get started. We're going to start standing to the front of our mat with some reverse lunges to warm up. So we're going to inhale, step one leg back, bend the knee, lower it down towards the floor, exhale, we rise. We alternate legs, keeping the shoulders over the hips the whole time. Join me if you haven't yet. Inhale, we lunge, dip the back knee down. Exhale, we rise, squeeze through that supporting glute. Make sure we're not rounding through the spine. We're keeping those shoulders over our hips. So think about leaning your upper body backwards slightly as you lunge. Inhale, we lunge. Exhale, we stand. Keep alternating legs. If you have your dumbbells, you can choose to just rest them on top of your shoulders or hold them to your shoulders or chest. Let's go for another 3, 2, bring those weights to the chest if you've got them. 1, bring it in. We're going into a knee repeater. So step our right leg back, tip your body forward, tap your right toes out and in. To make this harder, you can tuck your elbows back and add a tricep extension with those arms, pressing them back as we tap those right toes. Left leg is slightly bent, working through those lower abs and really working through this left glute as well. Keep our eye gaze down to the floor. Can we keep that left leg still? Few more here. Let's go for 3, 2, 1, change legs, step the left toes back, tap in and out, 15, 14, 13, add that tricep press if you like, 12. You can even do the tricep press with nothing in your hands to work your triceps, just keep your palms flat. Let's go for 6, 5, keep right leg nice and bent, 4, press the weight into the right heel, last 2, and 1. Bring it in. All right, we're going to come down onto the mat to warm up through our glutes. So come down, 4-point kneeling. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Pulling that belly button to the spine. We're going into straight leg lower lift. So extend that right leg out to straight. Point the toes. Exhale, squeeze your butt cheek. Lift the leg to hip height. Inhale, we tap the toes. Exhale, squeeze, lift. Inhale, tap the toes. This whole time, we're pulling that belly button to the spine, keeping those shoulders relaxed away from the ears so our abs, obliques, and shoulders are working as well. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. Now, if this is too much on your wrists, you can go on your elbows as well. That's fine. A few more here. Squeeze that butt at the top. We're going for 6, 5. We're going to pulse it up in 4, 3, 2, hold it up, little pulses, 12, 11, squeeze and lift, 10, reach your tippy toes long, 8, 7, 6, are we still engaging those lower abs? Last 4, 3, 2, and 1, bring it down, let's change legs. Extending that left leg long, draw those shoulders down and back, scoop lower abs. We're going to lift the leg to hip height and then tap. Let's go. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. You can choose to stay on your hands or come down to your elbows. I kind of like to go on my elbows because it gives me a little more range and I feel like it's actually harder on my butt if I go on my elbows. But you can choose. Pulling that belly button up, just double check. We're not looking back towards our leg. Nothing interesting happened back there. We are looking down towards our mat. Nothing interesting happening there either, but it is a better position for our neck. Exhale, squeeze that booty to lift. Let's keep going here for another 7, 6, 5. Squeeze, lift. 4, reach those tippy toes long. 3, 2, we've got those pulses coming up. 1, little pulses. Squeeze, lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We're coming to a plank after this. Last 2. And 1. Bring it in. Pressing out into a plank. Easier option. You always have your plank on your knees. Harder option on your toes. Let's pull that belly button up, draw those shoulders down, just a quick hold here. Don't worry, we're not going to plank for too long, and this is our only plank of the day. Keep holding here for another 12 seconds, pulling that belly button up. Easier option, knees down, half plank. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. Give those shoulders a little roll if you need. And we are ready to start. Now, I have ankle weights, so I'm going to pop some ankle weights on. They are totally optional. I did regret putting them on about halfway through this workout, but I had to finish with them because I had already put them on. So option ankle weights, option dumbbells as well. Grab your dumbbells. If you've got them, we're going to start with sumo squats. Turn those toes out, step those feet wide, a little wider than shoulder width apart. Inhale, we sumo squat. Exhale, we rise. Push those knees open, squeeze those inner thighs as we stand. I'm going to put my dumbbells down so I can show you what we want to do. No sticking that booty out. We are not in a strip club. We are in Pilates. Inhale, we squat. Push those knees open. Exhale, we rise. Pushing those knees wide as we go down. And exhale, we rise. So imagine we're sliding our back down a wall. Pulling that belly button to our spine. Pressing those knees wide. Keep going here. Nice and low in that sumo. Squeeze that butt to stand. Pushing those knees open. You can add a shoulder press with your arms if you got dumbbells. You wanted to add more arms as well. A couple more here. We're going to add 3 pulses at the bottom of our sumo every time we come down. Squeeze that booty at the top. All right, let's add those pulses. We go down for 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Down for 3, 2, 1. Rise and squeeze. Down for 3. Keep that chest up. Rise and squeeze. Last one here. 3 pulses at the bottom. And come up. I'm going to put my dumbbells for this one. Now you just rest. I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. We're still in the sumo squat, but we're going to lift our right leg up, tap the toes, squeeze that left butt cheek. So we're going to sumo and then tap. Come down into your sumo, getting ready to get started, and let's go. Inhale, sumo, exhale, tap. Inhale, sumo, exhale, tap. Squeeze that booty as we tap that right foot. Trying to extend that left leg to straight as we stand. Inhale, sumo. Now exhale, rise. Your easier option is to stay here. Your harder option is to add a leg lift, working more through this right glute and that side of the waist. So easier option, keep tapping here. Harder option, let's add that leg kick up. So we kick that leg up ideally to hip height, but don't forget to stay low in your sumo. So we're not doing little half baby sissy squats. We're going full depth in those sumos, and then we're rising and lifting that leg. Squeezing the outside of that booty to lift. Inhale, we sumo. Exhale, we rise. We've got 10 seconds to go. Keep going here. Breathe through it. We're going into little pulses in 4, 3, 2, hold it down, pulse. 15 seconds here. Push those knees wide. Thighs should be on fire. Mine most certainly are. Breathe here. Nice big pulses. Up and down. Create tension through those thighs. We've got 3, 2, 1. Now we sumo, tap the left leg. Inhale, sumo. Exhale, tap left toes. Inhale, sumo. Exhale, tap left toes. Now remember, your easier option is to keep going with your taps, and your harder option is to add your kicks in about 15 seconds. Inhale, sumo. Exhale, squeeze that booty to stand. Are we still getting nice and low in that sumo? Breathe. Exhale, we rise. 2 more here. We're going to add that lift. Let's go. Add that leg lift if you did on the other side. Remember that your easier option is to stick with the taps. You lean slightly towards the right as you lift, but not too far towards the right. Try to stay pretty upright. Really squeeze that butt and brace that oblique. My ankle weight has fallen off. Keep going. Brace that oblique to lift. 10 seconds to go. We're going to those pulses again. You guessed it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Little pulse, 15 seconds here. Push those knees wide. Breathe through it. We are almost there with these sumo squats. Nice, slow, low pulses. Keep going. Stay with me. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Give it a little shake out. Grab a drink if you need. Breathe. We are coming down onto the floor next, so come 4-point kneeling. Hands go under shoulders, knees under hips. We extend the left leg out, and we draw a rainbow from the left side of the mat on the floor to the right side of the mat on the floor. Now your eyes can follow your feet for a couple of reps just to know where you're tapping those toes. Squeezing that butt as we lift. Inhale, we tap. Exhale, we lift. Drawing that rainbow up and over. We've got about 50 seconds here. Keep drawing those shoulders down and back, really squeezing that booty to lift. You can come down onto your elbows. Again, I kind of like to be on my elbows. I feel like I get a little more work out of the butt. And it's a little easier on those arms. Activating through those lower abs. We've got 30 seconds to go. Stay with me nice and strong through that butt. Squeeze, lift. Few more here. Exhale, squeeze, lift. Exhale, squeeze, lift. Good. Breathe through it. Keep going. We've got about another 15 seconds to go. Then we're coming into like a oblique froggy kick out. Last 10. Exhale, lift, squeeze. Good. This one's super good for getting that butt nice and juicy. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. All right. Now we're going into our right elbow, left hand. I'm just going to show you a couple reps here. You rest. You're going to exhale, bring that knee towards your elbow. Touch it if you can, and then keep it lifted, and then we reach it out. Let's go. Join me. Exhale, we crunch the knee to elbow. Inhale, we stretch it out. Exhale, crunch knee to elbow. Stretch, squeeze that booty, lift. Crunch it in, extend it, and then lift it a little higher. Squeeze. Crunch it in, extend it, lift a little higher, squeeze. Good. Keep going. In case you haven't noticed from the studio yet, my favorite muscles to work are the waist, the obliques, and the butt. This is an awesome move because it works both of them pretty much equally and pretty strongly at the same time. Keep going. We're halfway there. Crunch, pull knee to elbow, crunch the waist, reach, and then lift the leg. Your eye gaze can go wherever feels good on your neck here. Keep strong through that bottom shoulder, still engaging those lower abs. We've got another 10 seconds. Then we're just going to pulse this knee to this elbow. Last 4, 3, 2. Bring the knee into the elbow. Little pulse. 10, 9, 8. See if you can touch your elbow. Tap it. 7, 6. Keep the knee lifted. 5, 4. Last little bit on this side. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Change legs. Come onto hands or elbows. Start to draw those rainbows. We've got 60 seconds here. Exhale, we draw that rainbow up and over, tap, up and over, tap. Squeeze that booty to lift. Keep going. I'm just going to go on the opposite side so you can see that leg better. Drawing those shoulders down and back. Remember, elbows or hands, you choose. I'm going to go elbows. Squeeze and lift. If you have your ankle weights on, about now is when you're going to start regretting putting those ankle weights on. I think they're about 1 kilo, but they feel super heavy. If you don't have any ankle weights, I definitely recommend getting them. I think they work really well for building up those little glute muscles, and you can put them on for anything. You can put them on for ab work. You can put them on your arms and do arm stuff. They're awesome. I love them. Exhale, squeeze, lift. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Prop ourselves up on that left elbow now and the right hand. Left elbow under left shoulder. We're going into that froggy kick out. You keep resting for another 4, 3. Pull that waist in. 2. Let's go. Exhale. Tap the knee to the elbow if we can. Crunch. And then extend it and lift it. Good. Keep going here. Crunch. Extend it. And then can you lift it a little higher? Really squeeze that booty. Crunch. Lift. Crunch. Lift. Good. Crunch. And stretch. Keep engaging through those abs. So after we do this series, we're going to come standing. We're going to do another series standing. And then we're going to come repeat this 4-point kneeling. And we're going to do this again on both sides just to really get that butt working and fatigued. Last one's here. Squeeze, lift, 15 seconds to go. We're going into those little knee pulses towards our elbow next. Stay strong, we're almost there. Big breaths. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it in to the elbow. 8, 7, 6, crunch, 5, crunch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Have a little breather. Maybe take a child's pose. Or grab a drink if you need. If you do have ankle weights on, I'm going to take them off for the next series. We're coming into some lunges standing. Come standing when you're ready. Grab those dumbbells if you have them. Now what we're going to do, I'll show you a rep. We're going to lunge back, extend the leg, hinge the body forward, come down to the 90-90 lunge and then stand. I'll show you another rep. We lunge, bend the back knee. Extend the back leg, tip our body forward. This is called our arrow lunge. Bend back to the 90-90 and stand. Let's get started with our right leg back. Inhale, lunge, tip forward, lean forward with your torso, bend the back knee again, and then rise. Same leg, right leg goes back, lunge, 90-90. Extend, dive forward, arrow. Lunge, 90-90, stand up. So that left leg stays bent. As we lunge, change from that 90-90, keep left leg bent. Lunge again, 90-90, and then rise up, straighten the left leg. Lunge, tip, pull belly to spine, lunge, and then rise. 30 seconds to go here. Lunge, tip, keep that spine long like a plank of wood, good posture. Squeeze that booty to stand. Last one's here, 15 seconds. Really press through this left heel to rise. We're going to hold our last one down to pulse in 10. Extend, lunge again, 90-90, and then rise. Last 3, 2, we lunge, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep that chest up, dip this back knee down. Pull that belly to spine. We're almost there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tip our body weight forward, knee repeater. Right toes tap in and out. Get straight into it. Remember this one from the warm-up. Left leg stays nice and bent. Option to add that tricep extension as we reach back as well. Pulling that belly to the spine. Our eye gaze is down to the floor in front of our mat. Breathe. So we're really pressing through that left heel, working that glute and hamstring and thigh, getting all those muscles engaged. Few more here. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. Easier option, just keep hands on your hips or maybe out to a T to help you balance. We've got one more move on this leg. Give it a little pat out. All right. Now we're going into a single leg deadlift. So with your left leg, you're going to inhale, deadlift, bend your left leg, stand up, straighten your left leg, tap the right toes. Join me for this one. I'm going to put my dumbbells down to show you. Inhale, we lower down, and exhale, we stand. Squeeze that butt, extend left leg. Brace the abs. No C-curve here, good posture. Inhale, we deadlift, tip forward. Exhale, we rise, squeeze the butt, tap right toes. Inhale, deadlift, you can tap the floor. And if you need to tap the floor and stay there for a second to balance, you can do that. I'm going to grab my dumbbells to make this a little harder. Inhale, tap. Exhale, stand. Left leg bends as we deadlift. And then left leg straightens as we rise. Brace those abs to help us balance here. Inhale, lower. And exhale, rise. Squeeze that booty. Inhale, lower. And exhale, rise. Keep going. We have another 20 seconds to go. I know this butt and hamstring is burning on this left side. Breathe through it. We've got 10 seconds to go. Exhale, squeeze that booty. Last ones for 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do one more. And come up. Give those legs a little shake out. Ouchie mama. Changing legs now for our lunges. So left leg lifts, and we're going to be stepping it back. Rolling those shoulders down and back. Let's go. We 90-90. Arrow. 90-90 lunge, stand up, tap left toes. Left leg back, 90-90, tip forward, arrow, straighten the back leg, 90-90, lift the chest, stand up, squeeze that right booty. I'm just going to show you without the dumbbells. Lunge, tip forward, extend the back leg, bend the back knee. You can even touch it to the mat, and then rise, squeeze the right butt cheek. Lunge, tip forward, look to the floor. Bend the back knee, 90-90, look forward, and then rise. Lunge, tip, chest up, rise. Keep going here. Lunge, tip, chest back and up, and then rise. Last ones, we've got 10 seconds to go, and then we're going into those lunge pulses. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, let's pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5. We have our knee repeater to go after this. Last 3, 2, and 1. Tip our body weight forward. Start to tap left leg in next to the right foot and back. In and back. If you have those dumbbells, you can add your tricep press. You can also just add your tricep press with no dumbbells, or you can take your hands on your hip. I'm just going to hold one dumbbell here. I have a bit of a wobbly right knee, so I find it pretty hard to challenge on this side. You can hold onto the wall if you need as well. Pull that belly button to the spine. Keep drawing those shoulders down. We've got 3, 2, 1 more, and bring it in. Okay, we're going into those deadlifts again. So we're going to inhale, deadlift down, exhale, rise. Let's go. Join me for this one. Inhale, we reach that left leg back. Tap the hands with the dumbbell to the floor. Exhale, we stand. I'll just show you the other side. Inhale, we deadlift. Bend that right knee. Stand up. Extend your right leg. Squeeze your booty. Inhale, deadlift. Bend the right knee. Lift the left leg. Exhale, stand. Squeeze the booty. Keeping the spine nice and long and flat. So we're not rounding through the shoulders. By bending that knee, we can touch the ground without rounding through the shoulders. 30 seconds to go. Inhale, we deadlift, bend the standing leg. Exhale, we stand, squeeze that right butt cheek. Last ones here, 15 seconds to go. Inhale down, tap the mat if you can. Exhale, rise for 10. Squeeze that butt. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give it a little shake out and come down onto the mat. I'm going to pop these ankle weights back on. When you're ready, come 4-point kneeling. Starting with those rainbow taps on the left leg, we tap it over to the right and then over to the left. Join me, tap it over to the right and over to the left, pulling that belly button to the spine. Remember, we can come down onto our elbows as well. This is our last time we are going to do these exercises, and we'll finish with a little bit of postural work. Squeeze that butt as we lift. Good. Tap to the right, tap to the left. Keep breathing here, bracing through those abs and shoulders. We're halfway there. Exhale, we lift and tap. Exhale, we lift and tap. Good. Big lift in the middle. Squeeze that butt at the top. We've got another 20 seconds to go, and then we have those oblique, knee crunch, extension things. I have to think of a name for that exercise to make one up. Last 5 seconds here. Last 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg in. Have a little breather. Pop up onto the right elbow under the shoulder now, left hand. Hands are right next to each other. We're going into those oblique knee crunches. Extend that left leg, scoop lower abs. Let's go. Exhale, we crunch. Inhale, we stretch, lift. Exhale, we crunch. Inhale, stretch, lift. Crunch knee to elbow. Extend and then lift. Squeeze the booty. I like to look towards my knee and my elbow here, but you can choose to look wherever feels good on your neck. Exhale, we crunch, and then lift. Crunch, knee to elbow, and then lift. Squeeze that butt at the top. Keep breathing. Squeeze, lift. Exhale, crunch. Squeeze, lift. Good. Pulling that rib to hip. Keep going. Can you kick your leg a little bit higher? We've got 20 seconds to go. Then we're going into those little knee to elbow pulses. Reach long. Last 10. Let's go one more. Kick it up. And then pulse it in for 10. 9. Crunch it in. 8. 7. Knee to elbow. 6. 5. 4. Breathe. 3. Last 2. And 1. Bring it down. All right. Change sides. Popping onto the other side. Pull that belly up. Extend right leg. And let's draw that rainbow. Up to the left. Up and over to the right. Scoop lower abs. Remember, you can come onto your elbows if you prefer. Up and over to the right. Lift and tap to the left. Try to lift that leg slightly higher than your hip if you're on your elbows. If you're on your hands, just a little bit higher, but we don't want to crunch through the lower back. So we shouldn't see our lower back really dipping and moving, because then we're using the lower back. We don't really need to strengthen the lower back right now. We need to strengthen the butt a little bit more. So squeeze that butt as we lift. Last 20 seconds to go. Almost there with these legs. 15 seconds here. Pulling belly button to spine. Squeeze that butt as we lift. Last 10. Last 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. All right. Propping us up onto our left elbow. Scoop lower abs. Resting here for 10. Extend that right leg. Feel the waist wrap around. We're going in 4 with those oblique crunches. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, stretch, lift. Crunch, stretch, lift. Now imagine as you extend your leg, you're trying to flick a light switch up. It works better, that imagery works better with an American light switch. I think it's the opposite for Australians. So let's pretend we're flicking an American light switch up, pointing those toes, really squeeze, lift. It's on that lift of a few inches that you're really going to work that booty. We've got 30 seconds to go. Keep going, big breaths. Last home stretch for these legs. We're going to finish with some nice postural work and then a stretch. 20 seconds to go. Crunch and stretch, lift. Crunch and stretch, lift. Big breaths. Last 10. We've got those little pulses knee to elbow coming up to finish. Let's go. Pulse that knee in for 10, 9, 8, 7. Tap your elbows. 6, 5. Crunch. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Take a child's pose. Knees wide, arms long. Breathe. We're going to finish with some postural work lying prone to work through that upper back. All right, let's lie on our belly with or without ankle weights. You can just leave them on if you got them. Our arms are long beside us, palms are up. What we're going to do is exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together to lift the chest, keeping the top of the hands down on the mat. Exhale, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, and then lower. Join me for the next one if you haven't already. Exhale, press down into the tops of the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, and then inhale, lower. Exhale, shoulder blades squeeze together, chest opens first, then we lift. Exhale, squeeze shoulder blades, lift chest. Make sure we're pushing that pubic bone down into the mat, squeezing that butt. That's going to help keep our lower body anchored. So imagine you got a blueberry just on between your pubic bone and the mat, basically at your crotch, and then you're trying to push it down into the mat and squeeze it. Now your easier option is to stay here. Your harder option is to lift your hands off the mat and reach them back, but only if you feel like you really have control through those shoulder blades. Exhale, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift through the upper body, inhale to lower. Now your easier option is to stay here, keep doing this. Your harder option again is to add your legs as well. So we press down into the hands, lift the legs and the upper body, and then we lower. Now, some people are naturally good at these, some people are naturally not so good at these. That's okay. It's a very strange, weird position working out on our stomach, but it is really good to work our postural muscles this way. Just because we can't see them back there doesn't mean we don't need to work them. Let's do a couple more here. Squeeze and lift. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, squeeze shoulder blades together, squeeze the booty, lift. Inhale, we lower. Open through that chest first, then lift, squeeze, and lower. Let's go for another 2 more. Exhale, open the chest, squeeze the shoulders, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's hold this last one up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift and hold. Reach fingers to the back wall, squeeze that booty. Hold. So we're like a little banana shape. Squeeze that butt. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back to child's pose, knees wide. Stretch it back. Breathe. We are just going to stretch the lower body to finish. When you're ready, come seated cross-legged. So we are going to bring our left foot either in front of the right if you're not super flexible here, or on top of the right knee if you can. Flex the foot and then hinge forward, and you're going to get a big old stretch through that butt and hip. Breathe. Try to have a flat, long spine here. No turtlebacks here. We've just done that good postural work, so we want to maintain that position outside of Pilates. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling, see if we can fold a little more by walking those hands forward or placing the elbows on the knees. And let's change legs. Bring that right foot in front of the left leg or on top of the left knee. Flex the foot and then fold forward. Choose to take hands on the floor or elbows on the knees, stretching through those glutes. Breathe here. And let's come up. Let's extend that left leg out to the side. Flex your foot. Sit up nice and tall. Reach forward over that ankle. You can grab your toes, you can grab the ankle, or just place your hands on the floor either side of your leg. Lengthening through that hamstring. Reach nose to toes rather than nose to knee. You can choose to stay here, choose to slide that left hand inside the knee, reach the right arm overhead and look up to the sky, stretching through the side waist. Breathe here. And changing sides. Tuck that leg in, extend that right leg out, flex the foot, sit up tall, and then hinge forward over that foot. Grab the toes or the ankle or hands on the floor. You choose. Aim nose to toes rather than nose to knee. Breathe here. You can choose to stay here, or you can choose to slide your left hand inside the leg. Reach that right arm up and over. Lengthen through the side waist. And let's come out of that stretch. One more here. Inner thigh hip stretch. Come into a froggy kneeling position like you're going to come into a child's pose. And you can point your toes and bring them together, or I like to flex my feet and turn my toes out. You can even rest them against a wall if you're up against a wall here. Sinking down through those hips. Pressing those knees wide and pressing that bum back. Choose to stay on your elbows or your hands, or lie your head down, resting your head on your hands like a pillow. Breathe here. Few more big breaths here. Feel free to stay and take more stretches. If you do have more time, you can do a few more stretches here, or do the 15-minute lower body bonus stretch. Otherwise, we are done. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time in the studio.